Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm gonna need it turned up a little.
Yeah. Everybody, we thank everybody. We thank everybody.
Billions, billions, billions. Yup, there I am.
That's
right there.
way too loud
Thanks,
for me,
man.
man. You like it that loud?
Yeah, I like it loud, bro.
Gosh, man.
I like it loud.
Sheesh.
I like to hear myself.
We thank everybody for tuning in to Billionaire Radio. Everybody, we thank all of y'all. This is that show that's going to make you mad.
And it's going to make you laugh.
Make you cry.
It's going to make you ponder.
And you may get upset sometime. But just know.
You're going to be all right.
You're going to definitely be all right. Billionaire Radio, Season 2, Episode 76. I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad, a.k.a. the industry plug. And over here we have...
the infamous one, Lateef Billions.
Damn, that's how they going to get today?
Yeah, they ain't going to get the inappropriate one yet.
They ain't get the action? They ain't get the...
No, they ain't getting none of that yet.
Oh, he ain't getting no...
He's going to say that for the show.
All right, he going to save it for the show.
Yeah.
We're the infamous Troll Brothers. We're going to take y'all on the infamous plane ride. The ride gets a little rocky, a little bit turbulence, a little ups, a little downs, but at the end of the day, you know what? It's going to be smooth landing.
Turbulence.
And right now, we live on Glockerware, so tune in.
Yeah.
Today's show is sponsored by Outfit for You, Family of Brands by Michael Keenan. If you want your brand to be successful, make money, my guy Michael, he is the guy. Why do I say that? Because you guys like to wear some of these fashion brands, don't realize that his company built a lot of these fashion brands. He really helped all this stuff happen. Some of these brands, WESC, Hurley, Steve Madden, Joseph Boo, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, and Sean John. You guys watch the TV, understand his company also does the wardrobe styling for at least 17 of these shows as you guys like to watch. Some of these shows that you guys are watching is NCIS, Chicago, Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Magnum PI, SWAT. This is All of Us. And those FBI shows. It's not a night while you're watching TV, you're not going to see his stuff. He has a network of executives, boom, making it happen. Retail, fashion, entertainment, you name it, he making it happen. Hit him up directly. Michael at an Outfit for You. Just go to his website, and outfitforyou.com. On that note, woo.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
On that note, baby.
How we going to start this off?
Oh, first we're going to say, hey, if y'all new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe.
And hit that bell.
Hit that bell. Billionaire Radio, baby. We appreciate everybody.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
You know, how we going to start the show?
We're going to go off with the E-A-G-L-E-S.
You know, can we get it? Can we give him some?
E-A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Understand, right now, we are 4-0.
Yes, baby.
This is not a sports show, but we're 4-0.
Yeah, man.
So that means we're the #1 team right now in the NFL.
And we got an arrogant, young, cocky football team.
Yeah.
It's supremely talented.
Making some serious moves.
And we deep.
I just enjoyed the game.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the team.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed telling everybody that this was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I got us going to the NFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
My goals, hopefully we get 6-0.
Right.
Not that's going to change anything. If we get to 6-0, NFC is a wrap for us. We want to have that on lock.
Right.
You know, most powerful offense right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not an Eagles fan, oh well.
I don't know what to tell you.
But we're looking good, and it's going again. It may be that year again. That's all I can say.
And we was playing in the elements, and I was like, I want to see this game. It's rainy. It's windy. I wanted to see their character. I wanted to see where they was at. I know it was 3-0, and they was hearing all the hype. And, you know, I know they was walking around with their chest out, but I think they got a great leader in that young quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is something different, man. He might not be the most talented quarterback out there, but he does have talent. But as far as leadership, and that's something. He got that it, man. He bring that it to this football team, and he threw that pick six, and he didn't even blink. He went right back to work. Do you know in the second quarter, we broke the record as far as scoring in the second quarter in the history of the game?
It's possible. I don't think how, but it's possible.
It ain't possible. It is.
I don't see how we broke the record when Tom Brady was down by 28 playing the Falcons in the Super Bowl, and them Bulls came back and won the whole game.
They won it in the fourth. I said in the second quarter. Yeah. I said second quarter scoring.
Second quarter?
Yeah, we own that record for second quarter scoring in the history of the game. But yeah, they young, they arrogant, they cocky, they talented. Let's keep it rolling. I love y'all. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles. Yeah.
All right, now we got sports out the way.
Yeah.
So we can never got to do that again. I thought you had something in your pants. I thought you about to poop on yourself for that one, man. So what the hell happened there, man? You know what I mean? But,
I'm lightheaded on that one, bro.
On a sad note, I'm lightheaded for you. I'm lightheaded for you. On a sad note, PNB Rock, man. Y'all know I've been talking about him every week. Rest in peace, PNB Rock, Philly legend, on his way to being a Philly legend. More information came out. Now we learn. All right, so they got 3 people all together. They got the guy, the 40-year-old guy. I don't want to say his name, but he's a Crip boy. He got Crip gang.
Right.
40-year-old just came out of jail recently. Back in, he was the getaway driver for his son. His son was 17 years old. 17 years old, ran up in there, just shot PNB Rock. Just shot him. So it wasn't no confrontation going on. He just went in there and shot him. 17 years old. He had an ankle monitor for another charge. He was already on house arrest. They were trying to figure out how his ankle monitor didn't go off. He's able to move around like that. And they said it's a thing where they know how to tamper with those things. So I guess we were actually seeing the effect of that. But, and they got the boy's stepmom, which I guess is the dad's wife. They got her to a conspiracy or contributing to the fact or whatever it was. We don't know what she did yet. They didn't say what she did, but they got her involved in the murder too. She's an accessory. That's the word. So she's an accessory to the murder. So I'm guessing it's maybe her car that was used. I don't know what yet, but it's sad. But we got more information. I feel like this is the definition of if failing your son or failing as a father is a definition. This is definitely a definition.
And the way I look at it is that's a horrible culture, man. That ain't my culture. I'm not going to claim that culture because it's definitely not my culture. But what type of culture, when you a father and you do time and you come out and you grab your son who's already in trouble, you not guiding him in the right direction. He got a monitor on his ankle. That's stupid. Just hearing this story, I can't even put it together because it sounds so dumb and ignorant that I can't even fathom what's going on. You got an ankle monitor on and you go shoot somebody,
kill him, literally murder. The crazy thing was they said the young boy came up in there, shot him in his chest while he's eating. Shot him in his chest. When he fall to the ground, he shot him twice in the back. After he shot him in the chest, then he took his stuff off his neck, his jewels, while he lay there bleeding, pulling off the rings off his fingers. Then told his girlfriend, "I'll shoot you in the head. You don't give me your stuff too." So she turned that stuff up. So that's all this came out. It's crazy. Boy, 17 years old. Dad, getaway driver in the car. They went and burned the car and threw the clothes away. They found the car that was torched. He runs to Vegas. They find him a couple days later.
So the dad was raising a monster. That's what the dad was raising. He was raising a monster.
Dad was part of the Crip set. I don't know which ones it was out there.
Yeah, that culture, man, I don't get it.
And he just came out of jail last year from doing time.
Yeah, I don't get it.
He came home maybe in March, they said.
I don't get it. I mean, like you said, he was wearing a monitor. He already was in trouble, getting in trouble. And the fact that he just went in there with no remorse, banged him in his chest while he eating.
Yeah.
When he fall, hit him twice in the back and then just strip him.
Right.
That's monster. That's monster.
Mind you, he's 17. So here's the scary thing about the 17 thing is they're not revealing his name because he's a minor. He's under 18, he's 17. He was being tried in juvenile court. So the scary part about that is they're trying to see, is it going to be charged as an adult or is it going to be in juvenile?
He definitely has to be charged as
But
an
right
adult.
now they have him in juvenile.
Yeah,
Until they bring him to the adult side, we don't know his name.
If they let that young
I mean,
boy,
his picture. We got
if
his
they
name.
let the young boy out, then the system is failing us.
We got his name, but we ain't got a picture.
Everybody need to go get strapped up then, because if that's the case, where they just releasing monsters out onto the street to do more damage, then I acquired in every American in the United States to go get strapped up, because now we dealing with a different type of system.
I don't think if PNB was strapped up would have made a difference. So sometimes when somebody got the drop on you, like you sitting there eating, I don't think if you had a gun made a difference.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about us as being civilians. And, and then you get a monster that runs through the system, and the system knows exactly everything me and you are detailing right now.
100%.
I'm not letting him back out on the street.
He's not out in the street. He's in juvenile right now.
Well, when he leave juvenile, he going straight to the adult zone.
Hopefully.
No, it ain't no hopefully.
It all depends if they try him as an adult or leave him as juvenile. He's 17.
Well, he got to get tried. He got to get tried as an adult.
Well, they might got to.
That's cold-blooded murder. First of all, that's cold-blooded murder. They planned it out. They went there. They had time to think about what they was doing before they got there.
Well, they was there.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do.
They was actually there. They was there, and then it's crazy because they said they went back and got the car and dropped them off a couple blocks down, and the son walked down. It's all that's crazy, man. But end of the day,
that's
man,
a father. He called himself. I don't even want to call him a father though. But
yeah, I mean,
I don't know. That's idiotic. I mean, he an idiot in my opinion. The dad is an idiot.
Yeah, I got so much information on this. I don't even want to.
We got young kids out here being murdered and they dying, and here it is. You teaching your kid how to be a murderer.
I'm waiting to hear what the mom did. I'm waiting to hear the mom's part.
That's the part that's crazy. That the whole family.
You got the whole family all in jail. So
the mom, the dad,
and his son, all in jail. And supposedly the woman is his wife. So supposedly the woman's
they trifling, man. They sound trifling,
but
they sound pathetic and trifling. All three.
I'm waiting to hear what her involvement is, because sometimes the system is so smart. They lock you up just so that you can't help him. Like they lock you up too, just so you can't help the people. So I feel like they just locked her up, but because they didn't say what she did yet, so we don't know what she did.
Yeah, that
accessory. They got her for accessory. Accessory means just that. They got her for accessory after the murder. So that's maybe something. Maybe she tried to help somebody get away.
But it was all unnecessary. It was totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm talking about. We talking about a gifted artist. I ain't talking about somebody that just take their pen and write stuff on a piece of paper.
He probably didn't know who he was. You seen the guy with all the jewelry.
We talking about somebody that played instruments, that made his own beats, that knew how to write music.
Yeah,
and was talented. So we lost a great one. But as far as that culture they got going on, man, that's idiotic, man.
I think the judge is a PNB Rock fan too, because the judge says you robbed him of his fans by a senseless act, and it was a murder, and it was just like just horrific.
And then I hear the baby mom took all the money, stripped all the money out the accounts.
I don't know none of that stuff. I can't do the allegedly stuff right now. But when I get it, I'm gonna bring it to the show.
Please do. Over $1 million.
But here's what's interesting, okay? Because now we gotta switch up. We can't be on him for so long. I did want to catch.
Rest in peace, young Ken.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. I did want to catch what the judge said, but at the end of the day, the judge, she was upset as well. They was upset as well. So what's interesting was going viral. Remember the LSU coach? They call him Coach O. Long story short, right? He's going viral with being in bed with one of the cheerleaders from LSU.
Hold on. We talking about the head coach of LSU, right?
Nah, it ain't say it's a
head assistant coach. What kind of coach?
It just says Coach O. It just one of the coaches.
Coach O.
Because LSU had the same coach for a long time.
Coach O, huh?
He one of the position coaches.
What Coach O, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
the coach age?
I could have looked it up, but the thing is, an older guy, older white male. But I'm laughing because it's like, is it a problem with coaches dealing with cheerleaders? You think?
I never Personally, I never even heard of it. This is the first time.
Well, they don't even talk about it.
You don't board news. You don't board news. You don't board news to me.
They don't really talk about it, but cheerleaders sometimes get caught up in all kind of stuff.
That's idiotic. I never even heard it happen in professional football.
It's LSU.
When one of the coaches was banging a cheerleader.
It's college.
That's worse, though. That's worse because
I think it happens a lot. I think in high school and college, and I don't know. I think it happens a lot of times when people get involved with the cheerleaders.
Was he having sex with her on the premises?
They didn't say where. They didn't say where.
So you ain't dig deep enough.
It's nothing to dig. A picture went viral of him laying in the bed with her. She had to be one of the cheerleaders.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
And I'm trying to figure out how does that work?
But he was a former coach. They couldn't fire him. He was a former coach.
He was a former coach that grabbed one of the cheerleaders. They couldn't fire him. So he was paying for it.
No, it came up. He was a coach. He was a coach maybe
he was definitely paying for it.
He's paying for it?
Oh, definitely.
No, when it happened, he was probably the coach.
You see, then you get mad at me.
No, what I'm saying,
stories be all over the place.
It's the same story. He found a former coach for LSU, Coach O, in the bed with the cheerleader from LSU, from back in the time when he was coaching.
So that means they had a relationship since then.
Doesn't mean it's a relationship. I mean, he was probably smashing.
Since then, he's been paying for it.
But
since
the point
then.
is, do you think it's a problem with that? Should that be a big? Why is that big news?
Because they don't give them kids no money, man. They don't. They and if the kids accept anything, they get kicked out the program, lose scholarships. They don't get them kids. Them kids be on campus broke, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you get a coach come along, want to pay for your outfits, and want to put some money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he wasn't taking her out. It probably was just come here, pop, see you later. But he was putting money in her pocket. He's still putting money in her pocket. Older guy with a young cheerleader. Come on, man. Do you watch them games? Do you see how them cheerleaders be looking?
How they be looking?
No stomach.
How they be looking?
Stacked. Like a Maybach.
Like a Maybach?
Fully loaded like a Maybach. Come on, man.
It's like, what else could it be, right?
I mean, that's the thing with the coach from Boston. You know what I'm saying? The thing I don't understand about the coach from Boston, y'all don't want to reveal the girl. You're going to fire the man or suspend the man, unlimited suspension, but you don't want to reveal the woman inside of the culture that he was dealing with.
I mean, I did a big segment on that last week. I actually missed that. Let me fill you in on that. This is what I pretty much... Supposedly she's dealing with her boyfriend is somebody on the higher ups, so that's kind of how that went. One of the higher ups, so that's why they're not gonna release her. Like it might have been the VP or somebody like that. So
the coach was knocking off somebody else's woman,
of course,
and that's why they so mad about it. And I think it's Stevenson. I think it's the boy that used to be the coach. That's the general man. I think because I looked at his face and he was acting like he wanted to cry. What are you crying for?
I can't even say that was him, but
I know it was him. Ain't nobody gonna tear up and cry because another man got some cookie, bro.
I didn't see him
unless
cry.
It was your cookie.
I didn't see him cry. You gotta send me that picture, that photo.
Yeah, he being interviewed and he talking about the situation.
Oh, they're
and
upset.
Then he getting strong about women.
No, they're upset about what they're upset about is you understand Boston had a strong thing going, right? And we're looking at Boston is going to the repeat next year. So now they got to replace the whole entire coach.
And they ain't going. It's hard to replace good coaches.
That's the problem. So
that's why he's crying.
He's suspended for a whole season.
So he's crying because he has to fire the head coach.
I didn't see him cry, but you got to ask him why he's crying. But
I know why he's crying. You just explained to me why he's crying.
I can't.
You said he hit someone else's girlfriend, and what usually happens when somebody hits somebody else's girlfriend?
Somebody dies.
The other boy cry. Yeah, they die. They cry. They go crazy.
But it's more to the story.
Well, then he didn't do it then. As far as I'm concerned, you can't suspend him. You can't fire him because you don't have any evidence. Where's the evidence?
I really hate we having this segment right now.
We're going to stop, but I want to know where's the evidence.
He already admitted to it.
So what? But where is it at? I want to see it. I want to know her name. I want to see what she look like.
You're a pervert. You want to see some pictures. Just say you want to see some pictures. Just say you want to see some pictures.
Nah, man.
You're a pervert. Just
nah, man.
He already what is there
You're going to put my bro... Hold up. First of all, you're going to knock my bro off. You're going to fire probably one of the best coaches in the NBA. He got to be in the top 5 because they was in the finals last year.
He's not the top. I mean,
with the
I don't know what you play. You can't get a top 5 just because you go to the finals.
Show us the woman. Why can't we see her?
See that? That's all you want to see.
I want to see her.
That's all you want to see.
And I guarantee you, she's Snow White. I guarantee it. She's Snow White. That's why. They protecting her because she's Snow White. Had it been a sister, we would have seen her by now.
Well, no. You got to understand.
We would have seen her by now, but they protecting Snow White. So, okay. All right, on to the next segment.
You know what? Since you want to talk about the Snow White and the white and the black and all these colors, let's talk about Kanye West.
All right.
Somebody who you can't stand to talk about.
Man, come.
Yes.
We going to switch gears
We gotta
to
go.
Jay?
Yes.
So we going to switch gears to
Yes,
Jay.
we got to.
Oh, my
Because
goodness.
I think it's time for everybody to stop wearing Yeezys and boycott Kanye. I don't know what it's going to take
All right.
to realize he's clowning the black culture. He's in Paris Fashion Week
Right.
in France.
Right.
He has a shirt that says White Lives Matter. Right before he's
I
rocking.
told you about this plug, man. And we keep talking about this boy, man. I told you he's a weirdo.
No, he's not a weirdo. He got an agenda that's backwards. And he pretty much he had a whole shirt. They got it's viral over the internet. White Lives Matter. He's wearing the shirt. Candace Owens is with him. You're gonna say, who's that? I know. Candace Owens is with him, and she wearing the shirt White Lives Matter. And at the same time, it said in the front of the shirt was a picture of the Pope.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? He said he could do what he wants. It can't be managed. And I said, okay. At this point, it's time to stop. Now, let's get it clear.
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying white lives don't matter. And people know that. We know all lives really do matter. We do know white lives do matter.
Right.
But we got to understand that black lives have not been respected or had value in this country for a very long time. So the whole point was when the cops were just killing black lives like they do not matter, we're saying black lives do matter. So that's where that comes from for those that just live under a rock, trying to make it say it's a racist thing. And it's like, so when people try to say white lives matter, we're like, yeah, we know y'all lives matter. We got that. Matter of fact, the history of the world show your lives matter. But how about the black lives right now? Because that's the issue.
On another segment, we ain't going to talk about this right now, but I'm just going to say it real quick. It's a police officer on trial right now that might go to jail for murdering a black woman, and he will be the first police officer in the history of the United States of America for going to jail for murdering a black woman.
Yeah, I was going to talk about him today. I had him in there. You know what I mean? But it's cool. We're going to come back to that.
We'll come back to that. But
If
back on your thing. Kanye's a nut. He's a whole nut. What do you mean he had on a shirt that said White Lives Matter while he was with a white woman with a picture of the Pope on the front of the shirt? What do you mean? Are you serious?
Not a white woman. Candace Owens, a black lady.
I don't even know
I
who
know,
she
that's
is.
why I said I didn't want to go down that route.
Oh, all right. But anyway,
they're
that still don't make it no better.
They're Republicans.
He's still wearing a shirt that says White Lives Matter with the Pope on the front of it.
Now, here's a guy that's supposed to represent the black culture, complains about what the companies are doing to him, and everybody's. I think where where I think his power comes from. Everybody buying his Yeezys, buying his clothes. I feel like now he's finally going to get boycotted and blackballed. I think we're gonna see the end of the whole Yeezy thing.
He's about to destroy himself because his whole basis is based on I want to be the most controversial image that I could possibly be. He's bringing attention to himself.
He's being disrespectful to us, though.
But he's being disrespectful, but he's also bringing attention to himself. He know what he's doing. He knew when he put that shirt. He know he's in the media. He knows the paparazzis is watching him.
He also talked about him putting the MAGA hat on.
Come on, man. Who?
Remember he put the MAGA hat on when Trump got in office? I think it was like maybe 2014.
MAGA?
The MAGA.
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 Stop acting like I hate you do that, man.
Come on, you talking about Trump in the past. Trump is disposed of.
No. They're talking about Kanye. Remember, he had the MAGA hat on.
Yeah, but this is more. This is bigger than that.
It's the same kind of concept. He's actually had the MAGA hat, and now he has a shirt that says "White Lives Matter" at Paris, France.
Like I said, white lives does matter.
It was a surprise.
Black lives matter. All human lives matter. Period. Let's just say it. Human lives matter. Period. But what we dealing with in the United States, and someone who was supposed to be on the forefront of that fight with us. We're not privileged. We're talking about the supremely privileged and then us. It's not, we so far behind in the game that everybody come to our neighborhood and open up shop.
So that's my whole point.
Stop, drop, open up shop. In our neighborhoods, we don't got no money. We don't got no system. We ain't got no banks. We don't got no hospitals. We don't got no movie theater. We don't have anything. We forget it, man.
You definitely was on a rant. I was gonna let you go.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Go.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm sharing you out, man.
For him to do that is
that's why I had to bring it up, because
at the top of the ignorance.
This has to be the point where everybody finally stops supporting Kanye and stop wearing his clothes, stop wearing Yeezys. It got to be that point now, because they boycott for less. So I feel like it's time that the black culture finally says no more Yeezys. I'm interested to hear his spill with the whole, and it was a surprise fashion show. It wasn't even scheduled. He just did a surprise fashion show, and he did it in Paris, France. He visited shows. Also, he just popped up with this line.
We have black businesses, but nowhere near enough. We don't have nowhere near enough. We like 1% in businesses when it comes to our own neighborhoods. I ain't even talking about the United States of America. I'm just talking about in our own neighborhood. 1% of the businesses is owned by us, and it's our neighborhoods.
So just think about that.
Culture.
When you think about Kanye West.
He a nut. He a nut. Kanye a whole nut.
So you know what? I'm waiting to see what Jay-Z does now.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm waiting to see.
I gotta see the rebuttal.
I'm waiting to see.
I want to see the rebuttal. Well, I definitely want to see the rebuttal.
I'm waiting to see how this happens. So I know it's going to start. This is the beginning of it. So it's going to be all week. People hate when we're talking about it.
Nut. He a whole nut. Whole nut soul.
All right, so let's go to one of these one of these good segments. We got a choice, right? We can talk about 10 psychological tricks to make women chase you, or we can go into 13 signs that you know you're attractive.
All right, let's go with the 13 signs.
Okay, wow. All right, we'll do that for next week then. I mean, all right.
Which one is we doing next week?
Here, next week we're going to talk about the 10 psychological tricks to make a woman chase you.
Oh, okay.
So that means that there's things to do to make women.
All right, let's do the 10, because I think the 10 will be a lot more fun.
I'm already geared for the 13 now. I'm geared for the 13 now.
More fun.
Yeah. So,
all right, let's do it.
So, this is how you know if you're attractive.
Right.
This is for the men, though. For the men.
Right.
Sometimes you're like, you don't know if you have the it, whatever. You don't know if you have it. Right. So, here's a few things to let you know if you're attractive. Okay? One thing, right? When you're walking around and women smile at you all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a good sign. Women always smiling at you. That definitely means you're attractive.
Okay. I'll ride with that.
You got something rolling with you, right?
Right.
Also, when women enjoy talking to you.
And looking at you while they talking to you?
Yeah, they just enjoy talking to you. Like, they always find a way to talk to you. When women always find some reason to talk to you, they may talk about the dog always eating all the food, the cat on the couch. They just find a reason to talk to you and straight conversation all the time. You think, like, why you always talk to me? Because they find you attractive.
That's 2 for 2.
Or even if you're in public and you ever just be in line, women just start talking to you.
All the time.
They look at you like, okay, I gotta say something to this guy. Even if hey, they gotta say, hey, hope your fries are hot. You know what I'm saying? They gotta say something.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
When you see people looking at you and they raise their eyebrows, yeah.
When they raise their eyebrows.
Yeah, they look at you and they raise their eyebrows at you. You know what I mean?
What the
Hey, look, and they do that sometimes.
Do they good?
I'm just saying. So when you're out in public, you do your thing.
Oh my goodness!
And your women just raise their eyebrows at you.
Right.
Right. It definitely means you're attractive.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're on to something.
Raise eyebrows, huh? Like The Rock?
Yeah. Raise the eyebrows. The people's eye, like.
All right.
They got the people's eye going.
All right.
Also, when you're in public, they do a double take. You walking, you may be in a mall, you may be at the store, it's somewhere, and a woman look at you, and then she look look back at you again.
Yeah.
Like that double take thing.
I fly with that.
Like she gotta.
I fly with the double take. I
you
definitely
know.
fly with the double take.
They look at you and they're like, oh, and then you just look, and you catch them sometime to double take.
And then both of y'all laugh.
Yeah.
Y'all giggle when that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, because she act like she forgot. Especially if she in the aisle in the store, she like, okay, and she see you and she see me. Oh, that's how you know.
Oh, all right.
The double take thing. You know, a lot of times to go along with that, right?
Right.
Just so you know, if y'all want to go with the numbers, that was number 5. I mean, that was number 4. That was number 4. Fourth thing.
All right.
The 5th thing is if strangers stare at you.
That could be either way. They could be staring at you because you look weird, or they could be staring at you by the way you dress. I don't go with that one because they could be staring at you for multiple reasons.
That's all right, but but
don't mean you attractive.
Hey, listen. If they staring at
you, okay.
You know, all right. Now, here's a little weird one sometimes. This is a little interesting. You don't receive too many comments.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like they already think that you're so attractive, that they think you get enough comments that they're not going to add to that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That could be the social media or person.
Okay.
They're not, you know what I mean? You're like, they're not giving you too many comments.
Right.
Remember, there's a whole lot of looks, but no comments.
They're not worried. They're not worried.
On the comments, right. You know.
They feel like you strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of times when people are awkward towards you and they act differently. So they're awkward. They don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to talk to you. They're just awkward. They just act weird.
Right.
Even if you spend time with them and been around them for a while.
Right.
It's like, okay, you know what? They still act weird.
Yeah, I've been a part of the weird acting. That's definitely for sure.
You know?
Yeah.
They act weird. You're like, what's she act so weird for? Because she don't know how to take it. She don't know how to approach you. Like, she's attracted to you. You're attractive. She, you know.
I had a chick ball a number up and throw it at me and then run.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And I called her, right? Yeah. And we got together, right?
I know she was young as hell, though.
No,
ain't no 40-year-old woman, 30-year-old woman throwing no number and running. I'm sorry, that's not happening.
She worked in the beauty salon.
She was still young. They young in the beauty salon.
But anyway, I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't handle that cookie though, bro. I was in and out. I was in there in Volcano. Woo! 3 strokes and it was over. I'm still looking for her, bro.
All right. Well, you could do that again, right? Volcano Man, right?
Volcano Man. I don't know what she had in there, bro, but I could not deal with it.
All right, and then another interesting thing is on social media, when they message you, regardless of your status, you know?
What do you mean by that? Regardless of your status?
Well, your status may say you're in a relationship, may say you're married, but they still message you. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like they know your status, but they still reaching out to you just to say something. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Okay. You know, when you're attractive, you deal with those things. Yeah, if you're not attractive, you don't know. If you guys are attractive, you don't know what I'm talking about. So that means that you know you're not attractive. Don't worry about it though. I'm letting y'all know. This is how you can tell some things. You know what I mean? If it don't happen to you, don't just let it fly. What is it? Don't apply. Let it fly.
That's becoming disrespectful, but okay.
How was it to say it?
You're talking about folks, bro.
But I'm letting them know.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're not attractive.
Pretty much. Because they probably look at me like, what is he talking about? Right? I'm like, they don't apply to you. Don't worry about it. Just to let y'all know, how do you know if you're attractive or not?
All right, go ahead, bro.
You get what I'm saying? You know.
Funny bull, man. Funny bull.
Hey, listen. It is what it is. You know? So, number 9. We're getting through these. If you're often told that you have a great smile. So if someone says you and they say, you have a great smile and you hit a lot, that means you're attractive.
Yeah. They like the pearly whites. They like the pearly whites.
Right. So if they're always hearing you, you know. Also, right? Yeah. People may dislike you just because you're good looking or attractive. So people start hating on you because you look good. Too. Right. You get what I'm saying? People hating on you because they think you get all the girls. They think you get all the attention.
They want to fight.
They start hating on you. Yeah. You know, listen, Billionaire Radio is the most hated radio in the planet right now. Everybody hates on us and loves us at the same time. There's nothing they can do. They can't stand it. It is what it is. People go out their way to help you. That's number 11. So you never notice that people are always going out their way to help you. You ever notice, you know.
They like, comment,
Nah,
share
not in the
and
middle of
they
that.
subscribe.
Let me.
All right, and
Then
hit the
we gonna-
bell.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Right. And then also, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause people are surprised by your insecurities. So some people, they feel some kind of way about themselves.
Right.
And people are like, what? You really feel like that? Like looking like how you look?
Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that should have been number one.
They surprised about your insecurities.
Yeah, that should have been number one.
All right, this is the number one.
This 13?
Number 13, the last one.
Yay.
This is how you know you're attractive. Y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
If you have an active romantic or sex life. So women keep throwing it at you for a reason. So you find yourself banging all these chicks. You find yourself having a lot of sex. Understand? Yeah. What?
There's people with money with an active sex
What?
life.
What?
It's a girl out there right now with a donkey.
All right. So
looking like a monkey.
All right. So let's tweak it. Let's tweak
with
it
an
for
active
you.
sex life.
All right, for you, let's tweak it. If you don't have to pay for the sex and you're getting a lot of sex, there you go. That sound better? You ain't got to pay for the sex. Listen, if y'all new to the comment, like, comment, share, subscribe.
If y'all new to the comment,
hit the bell. Billionaire Radio.
Like, subscribe, share,
Yeah.
and hit that bell, please.
Right.
If you're new to the comment.
Channel. New to the channel.
I'm trying to put it on me.
Because you said if you're new to the comments, if you're new to the
I
channel.
was repeating what you said, bro. But anyway.
I said that?
Yeah, that's exactly
We're going to play it back. We're going to hear this.
Okay.
We definitely going to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right. So, sad news.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got too much. It's time for some sad news. We can't laugh all day, right?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Well, let's switch it up. Something real good. Something interesting, right?
Okay.
So, the world is definitely changing. Tesla introduced its first robot. Yes. Tesla revealed that it's a future robot. They're gonna start putting out robots. The robot came out during a demonstration exhibition on the stage, and it was an AI
right.
event that they had.
Right.
And
Tesla came out with an iRobot.
It's like an iRobot. It just didn't have a gun.
Wow.
It came out waving and raising the roof.
Wow.
And Tesla said it's going to be under 20,000.
What is this robot supposed to do?
Everything.
Your house?
Clean your house.
Wash your car? Take out the trash?
I don't know about the trash thing.
I'm not trusting no robot in my crib, bro.
Well, this is what the future's coming to. You're gonna go to somebody's house one day.
Right.
There's gonna be a robot sitting right there.
And you're gonna go to somebody's house one day, and everybody gonna be dead because the robot killed them.
It happened overseas. It did happen overseas, though. The robot did kill some people in the lab. so I don't know if it was China, it was Korea. I don't know where it was, but it did happen. So I mean, it's possible, though. It's possible, but
creativity and technology, especially when it comes to the scientific side of things, Russia has this submarine, and they have a doomsday device called Poseidon.
Right.
That they shoot it out the sub. It goes, it shoots in the air, comes down into the water, and creates a tsunami.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, got all kind of stuff coming.
I mean, that's wild.
Are you gonna buy one of them robots though?
Hell no.
I think it's gonna be interesting to have.
Man, I can't even afford a pack of gum. How am I gonna afford a robot?
Listen, man, the robots are going. They're taking over.
Okay.
They said they're friendly.
Okay.
But this is Tesla. So you know what? I'm gonna tell you. This is what the 5G. For those that don't know, we got 5G plus going on right now. And I figured out some information about the 5G. Everybody said 5G is dangerous.
Right.
So what they're speaking of, I talked to somebody that installs these things. It's not the 5G per se on your phone per se, but the actual tower, the 5G tower. You can't stand next to it without being padded up a certain kind of way because it'll burn a hole through you. It's like radio waves.
So
the towers.
The 5G tower can burn.
If you're standing too close to it.
They could burn a hole through you.
Yeah.
Well, why they put it up?
Because it's the towers.
That don't sound right, though. That don't sound...
I'm probably not explaining it right either. But at the end of the day...
That don't sound healthy.
They put it away somewhere.
That don't sound safe.
It's put away. It's not safe. That's why they put it away somewhere. I think it's like under the ground where they put it somewhere. Under the ground.
Now it's doing damage under the ground.
I don't know what it's doing.
That's like sweeping poison under the rug.
But this is probably why these robots are going to be connected to.
They doing a lot of crazy stuff, man.
I'm getting the robot.
Listen, man, it's gonna hit the fan
They
sooner or later.
said you can finance the robot like a car. So when you go, like how you go buy a car, you can finance a robot.
So when that's coming in 2040?
Nah.
2035?
I just said it's here already.
Tesla built it already.
It's already done. It's walking. I said it was a whole exhibition.
So it's under production, and they shipping them out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
These people crazy.
It didn't release them yet, but they're done. They're done.
Wow.
You know. All right, here's something crazy, all right?
Mm-hmm.
It's always something crazy.
Right.
So there's a guy,
Mm-hmm.
the crazy thing is, so it's about his baby.
Right.
Infant baby, child. So he gets I guess it's his son, but he does it at gunpoint.
He does what?
He grabs his son from the mom.
An infant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He abducted his 1-year-old son at gunpoint. Yeah. At gunpoint. Like, give me my son like that. At gunpoint. So he goes on the run. The mom calls the cops and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The cops come and pursue him.
Mm-hmm.
He used the baby as a shield. When he gets out the car, he used the baby as a shield. It's terrible. Using the baby as a shield so that way he can't shoot him. And then they end up tasing him, get him to the ground. So he's in jail for that situation. But that's terrible. I want to say that was terrible because you use a baby as a shield, though.
You use your baby as a shield.
That's terrible.
I mean, it's horrible that you use a baby as a shield.
Yeah.
But your child.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Wow.
You know, and that happens, though.
Nah, they spraying stuff out here, man. They got to be spraying stuff in the air because listen to the story you just told me.
Yeah.
You said he came in the crib.
I didn't say
at gunpoint.
You know what? They didn't say it was a crib. It just said abducted 1-year-old child.
All right, all right. Let's just say he ran down on her.
Yeah.
Pulled the ratchet out on her.
Yeah.
Gunpoint.
A diapered child. It says a child still in diapers.
Give me my son.
Yeah.
Snatched his son up, got in the car.
To get away. Yep, take his son with him.
Took him on a chase.
She called the cops.
Police run him down.
In Target parking lot. He pulls in Target parking lot, gets out near the McDonald's.
And uses his baby as a human shield.
They got pictures. Yeah, he hold the baby like this.
As a vest. He was using his baby as a bulletproof vest.
As a shield. So that way they couldn't shoot at him. And then they pulled the taser out, tried to taser him.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
So I had to bring it up. This is in Florida.
That's crazy, man. That's way out of pocket. But he probably gonna get what he deserved. Last week y'all touched on what happened out in Roxborough. The shooting?
Yeah, all that, yeah, everything, yeah.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
They can't even shoot. That's the funny part. If you look at the video,
So I guess you don't like that segment about the baby. You cut it off.
I mean, it was all right.
You don't know what I was going to say after that.
All right, well, if it gets deeper.
How can it get deeper? You cut it off.
All right, my bad. Go ahead.
It's a whole lot with that.
Drop in there.
It's a whole lot.
Drop it like it's hot.
But just because of you, I'm going to go back to Kanye West. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to do one better.
All right.
Here's a sad story.
Okay.
This is real sad.
Should I start crying now?
Yeah, get the tears and the tissue. Because this is... Now, you ever wonder why... You ever wonder why there's arguments going on? People start running? I'm going to tell you why. This story right here is why.
Arguments? You see an argument and then you just start running.
Get out the way.
Okay.
Get out the way.
Okay.
There was a man that went to go visit his son on college.
Right.
College, right?
Right.
And this is in Poughkeepsie. And the school is called Mystery College, right? They said it's family day. Come bring your parents and things up, you know. So this man was actually in a Marriott, 53-year-old man. He's a certified CPA, you know, certified public accountant. From Long Island, New York, they found out. Came to visit his son. So he's in a Marriott in the hallway, in the lobby.
Right.
He gets shot by a stray bullet right in his chest and dies.
On campus?
At the Marriott Hotel.
Oh, at the Marriott Hotel.
Yeah.
What was going on at the Marriott where he caught a stray bullet?
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Yeah. Two guys were arguing. And one guy started pulling out the gun and started shooting. Shooting.
And it wasn't even for him.
He was probably going to the elevator. So he was, you know.
You can't shoot if you shoot anything other than your target. That means you can't shoot.
Yeah. It was a sad.
You ever
situation.
see people go to target practice and they aim to hit the bullseye, and the best of the best hit that bullseye multiple times.
But you got cops that can't shoot.
And that's sad.
Yeah, you got cops that can't
Well,
shoot.
they don't need to be on the force.
I know somebody that trains cops. I can't put them out there. But
yeah, because they can't shoot. I've been seeing lots of people that can't shoot.
Yeah, so
that's wild, bro.
So the crazy thing about this is, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was a father of 3. That's the sad part. Father of 3, white male, going to visit his son at it's called Marist College, M-A-R-I-S-T College. That's where it was.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And so what happened is there was 2 male suspects who were staying in the hotel.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Of course, they got arrested now.
Right.
They both had criminal records.
Right.
Both had criminal records.
Right.
So one was age 35. He was accused of pulling the trigger. He's charged with second-degree murder and second-degree criminal possession of weapons. And the other guy, they both had guns. And here's the crazy part. What brought my attention is, because I'm thinking, there got to be some drugs involved. They must have been high. So they found PCP-like substances in their rooms.
Of the shooter?
And they also found explosives.
They found explosives.
Explosives.
PCP.
No, they found explosives as well. They found
narcotics.
They found alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosions.
Wow.
When they went to investigate the rooms. And they've been smoking PCP in their room before the shooting.
Oh, so that shooting delayed what they was really going to do. They planned on doing something else. And the argument broke out. And before they could even get to the designated place or target,
they were shooting at
each other.
Yeah.
This is how, oh my goodness.
Yeah, they were shooting at each other.
Somebody just sent 2 idiots on a run. Yeah, y'all gotta be careful who y'all hiring out here, man, for real. I mean, y'all really gotta be careful who y'all hiring out here, man.
I thought it was crazy.
You just can't go throwing your money around because you want to get somebody hit. You know what I mean? Because you could end up in jail easily, and they can end up possibly killing you. You talking about they had explosives, they had marijuana, they had drinks, they was smoking PCP.
Yeah.
They was going to do something else.
Yeah. But the sad part is, this man come to go visit his son for family day. He was in college, and he gets shot in the chest.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't deserve that. That was a happy moment for him.
Yeah.
That turned into tragedy.
Pretty much.
For him and his family.
Yep.
That's wild, man. It's wild. It's wild.
I told you I had to be a sad one. Every time you gotta get a sad story in.
Wow.
Yeah, that was really sad. That make you think, you appreciate life.
Yeah, but when I see that argument erupting and people getting crazy, I get out of Dodge, bro.
That's why I just said.
I do.
Now you see why when people start arguing.
Even if I'm driving down the street and it erupt, I see the eruption.
Because bullets don't have any name, and when they start shooting, they probably don't know. They probably don't have no aim, and you don't want the bullet to come your way. So when they start acting crazy.
But it can happen any place, anytime.
Right.
It can happen any place.
So when you argue, just know I'm not going to stand there.
Heck no.
I'm out of there. But here's something interesting that happened a while ago that I meant to bring up. There was a Mexican truckload of baby wipes that turned out to be 11.8 million of cocaine.
Oh, when they said...
So they went to seize the truck. You know what I'm saying?
I heard about it. So it wasn't baby wipes, huh?
It was, some of it was, but the rest of it was, they stacked it in cocaine in the packages of baby wipes.
Wow, how much? What was the weight on that?
11.8 million. They said it was about 1,935 packages that contained 533 pounds of cocaine.
Wow.
That's 1,533 pounds of cocaine.
Man, they just disrupted the streets with that one, man.
Yeah. They
definitely hurt the streets with that one, bro.
But they find all kind of ways now to get cocaine in there.
But it's so much cocaine, man.
But that's a brilliant thing, though.
There's a lot of coke out here.
That's a brilliant thing. Not to say that I'm praising them, but that's like, you smuggled cocaine and baby wipes on the truck. Like, who would have thought of that? Who thought of that? It's like what made them go check those packages?
That's old, man.
I know, but no, that's not old. They do more
That's
than
old.
that. They do more than
Dog,
that.
do you know when they had the cans out, where you screw the bottom of the can out and put your work in the bottom of the can?
Oh, that's
that
old.
was 30 years
I
ago.
know. I'm not talking about screw. That's
So you think they ain't invented something more? What they did was stupid.
But you know how they got caught, right?
How?
Them dogs.
Yeah, but that was dumb. What they did, that wasn't high tech. Putting the Coke in the baby white containers. That ain't no high tech.
Tell me something high tech. Tell me something high tech.
Come on, bro.
Coke. How would you hide the Coke?
How would I?
How would you hide the Coke?
I tell you what. How many different packages was cocaine in?
Just tell me. How would you do it?
I'm gonna tell you.
Tell me then.
I just told me how many different packages. Give me the number of packages.
Forget that. Just tell me how you would have hit the cocaine. Forget everything I said.
Say I had to deliver 200 packages, right?
Okay.
I would have got a Greyhound bus.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And I would have put 200 packages inside of women's vaginas.
Okay.
And I would have had it delivered that way.
Okay. Which we know. I told you about the women got.
But you can't touch her.
So what?
You're not allowed to touch her.
But here's the thing. In Mexico, you can. This is Mexico. This is
so
America.
you mean to tell me you're going to stop a bus full of women for what?
But actually, that's not enough cocaine.
A bus going down the street full of women, you're going to stop them for what?
If you can stick 1,000 pounds of cocaine in a woman, I want to meet her. I want to meet her.
I said 200 women.
Okay, 1,000 pounds of cocaine.
And 200 vaginas.
That's a lot of vaginas. If you can do that, I want to meet all.
You gotta understand something. 1 pound can fit in a woman's vagina. 1 pound.
1 pound.
Rolled the right way,
right,
and lubricate it properly.
So pretty much all these.
I can probably
packages,
put 2 pounds.
So all these packages.
Some of these women's vaginas. It ain't a secret.
All right, I guess you're missing the point that I said. Not 1 pound. 1,000 pounds.
Well, then I need 1,000 coochies, then, bro.
1,533 pounds of cocaine.
Well, I need 1,533 coochies.
They all can't fit on this Greyhound bus either.
Well, we're going to have to get a bunch of buses then, bro.
You know what I mean?
And I probably could split that in half because I'm pretty sure I can get 2 pounds of coke up a woman's vagina. I'm pretty sure of that.
That's not going to work either.
All right,
the dog's going to smell it.
I hear you.
You know, God,
it ain't going to be no reason to smell it.
All right, here's something crazy real quick. Because we know we got to get ready to close out. I know y'all love us, but damn, we got to get ready to close out.
All right.
What's the worst thing you think a person left in an Uber? Like, I don't know if you ride Ubers. I caught them a couple times, but what's the worst? You ever ride an Uber? You ever leave anything?
Once. I drove one once.
What's the worst thing that you think a person left in the Uber? Like, what would you think the worst thing to leave in the Uber?
Their child.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Yeah. You know.
But I take it you got something else.
Hey, listen, man. It's just dumb criminals, man. Who not criminals. They're not criminals, right?
Right.
There was it's a aspiring rapper.
Right.
Who, he's from Chicago.
Right.
And he planned on, I guess, getting a career in the industry, rap, things like that.
Right.
His name is Lil Zay Osama, right? It's all in that right now. Lil Zay Osama.
And I don't know who that is, but go ahead.
We don't. He didn't come out yet. But he was probably underground doing this thing.
Okay.
From Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves his gun in the Uber. He leaves his gun in Brooklyn. He's in New York.
Right.
He's in Brooklyn.
And had work on it?
In the studio. Here's the thing. It's illegal in New York, period. But the thing is, he left the gun in the Uber. How you got to be blitzed. You got to be high out your mind. Because the guy turned it in. That's what happened. They turned it in, and they tracked down.
Well, how can you say that was his gun? Because a lot of people get in and out of Ubers.
The Uber said that when he got out, he realized that he left the gun. The Uber driver said he left the gun. They said he seen him get in with it. He had it, some kind of, but he said when he left.
The Uber driver seen him get in his car with a gun?
Said he seen him, had it on him.
And he still let him in his car. All the stuff that's going on with Uber and carjacking and stuff like that, and you see the gun visibly, and you still took the trip.
Well, sometimes people, you don't know who's in the car with a gun, even for themselves, for protection.
But he saw it though. He said he saw it.
So
he didn't have to take that trip.
So when the guy gets out, he leaves the gun. So now course, he's going through charges right now because they able to, track him down. He had the gun. He had to have been a felon on top of that. And he's in New York, where it's no. And I was just like, yo, how dumb is that? He had a Glock 22 40 caliber.
Yeah, extremely.
Wait a minute, it gets worse. He had a Glock 22 40 caliber with a switch on it. He out of here. He out of here, man. But he got that Chicago mentality, so
he had to switch.
He in New York, he had to switch. They said he had to switch on it. They said in his music, he rhymes with having a gun.
I think that's 10, 15 years.
He rhymes with,
anyway.
He rhymes with having a gun.
Just for the switch.
He rhymes with having guns. They got all the having guns. And they also got him actually, talking about having a switch and all this type of thing. Like, they using all his lyrics against him. It's crazy. Like, everything happened. They pull his lyrics up in his songs.
And now they got the evidence.
Now they got the evidence.
He left it in the Uber.
He left it in the Uber.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
He faced up to 20 years in prison.
Yeah, well, hey.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, I ain't going to prison, so.
Right, real quick. I know we closing out. I just got to say this real fast. Then
hurry up and say it.
I hate when you say that. You make it longer when you do that. But listen, Khloe Kardashian is pretty much saying that because Tristan Thompson was cheating on her, she has trauma in her brain now.
Who cares?
No, see, it's the whole thing with it. It's the whole thing that happened.
But we ain't got a time
we
for the
sure
whole
don't.
thing.
So listen, we thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe,
and hit that bell.
Billionaire Radio. Thank y'all for tuning in. Season 2, episode 76 in the books.
Live on Glock Aware Radio. Woo! Billions.